I saw a girl holding a baby, and I was like, wow, I've gotten old. She is way too young to have a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And then she started breastfeeding. I was like, nah, she's not too old. And I watched her breastfeed.
Oh my God. I'm glad you only saved that for me. Nobody else will find out.
Sunglasses on. I was like, she's not too old. She's got to be at least 20, right? 25, 26.
How was that session? Was it cool?
It was weird. It was weird because everyone watched her breastfeed. Like when you breastfeed like that, everyone watches.
All right, so Bert Kreischer somehow manages to crank the dial a little further every episode, and it's not in a good way. Last time we checked in, he was floating the idea of becoming an OnlyFans manager after getting inspired by Jack Doherty. Yes, a 50-year-old husband and dad of two taking cues from Jack Doherty to start recruiting women for pay to post. That's where Bert's head is at now. And Tom, he's not exactly slamming the brakes. He's clearly counting the money angle and letting Bert run point, which is the last thing you want when the guy steering is already redlining. You can hear how revved up Bert is. This episode opens with him watching VR porn, then daydreaming about a sex robot modeled after a comedian he knows, then admitting he watched a woman breastfeed the other day like it was market research. If you ask him, he'll say it's all for the bit or scouting talent, because he also insists he watches adult content to generate material. Sure, man.
I'm going to put her to sleep.
Okay.
Dude, I'm ready for a fucking robot chick.
Yeah, they're available, man. You can afford it. You should do it.
Dude, you can design them. They're $3,000. Should we make one? Should we make one and fucking bring it? Let's make two.
Feels like... Oh, okay.
Would it be creepy if we made them and we made them look like people we know?
Yeah, that'd be super creepy.
And you're like, Sarah Tiana, come over to my house. I want you to meet my robot chick. And she's like, wow. And go, look, it's got a Southern accent and everything. She's like,
that's really cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
But wait, why is she pregnant? And I was like, I don't know. I liked her better when she was pregnant.
This is a really good idea for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is.
Shout out to Sarah T.
That is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Thrilled.
Yeah. And I saw a girl holding a baby. And I watched her breastfeed.
Oh my God.
It ruined me, but half the time I look at porn, I'm looking for a joke. I'm looking for a joke about porn.
Oh, right.
Like I'm not looking for the real thing. And then if I see something that I don't recognize,
it happens to get hard and you're like, I guess I should tug on it.
If I see something I don't recognize where I'm like, wait, what's that?
What's that? Yeah, that's fun.
That's fun. I was like, yeah.
Now imagine being his wife. This is the same guy who a couple of years back kept subbing to creators on OnlyFans and tried to sell it as just being supportive, then acted shocked when his wife found it creepy. Fast forward to now, he's openly workshopping a plan to manage OnlyFans talent, and he's doing it on mic. There's no universe where that plays well at home, and it gets worse when you hear how he tested the waters by asking one of his employees how much they'd need to be paid to start an OnlyFans. He even admits everyone in the house freaked out after that, which should have been the moment to pump the brakes. Instead, he's doubling down, and Tom's still nodding along.
So are you an OnlyFans guy?
No, I was, and then I found out it was creepy to be an OnlyFans guy.
Why?
Well, because I was doing it like I would sign up for people's OnlyFans. If I met them and like I have an OnlyFans, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll sign up for it. And then like get in the car. I got get in the car. It was the first one I did.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I met her. She's cool. Valerie's her name. And she's a cool person. And I was like, yeah, I'll sign up for OnlyFans. And then I got in the car with Leanne and she was like, she met her at the Greek. And I said, she goes, so what does she do? And I said, she got an OnlyFans. She make good money on her OnlyFans. And Leanne's like, what's that? I was like, here, I'll show you. Leanne's like, oh my God, you look at her naked? And I was like, that's what her OnlyFans is. And she was like, oh, you're buying her porn? And I went, no, it's OnlyFans. And she's like, Bert, you're buying, but she knows, does she know that you're looking at her naked? And I go, I think she does. She goes, and then you just hung out with her, but you look at her naked? And I go, I don't, she goes, you just talk to her husband. And I was like, well, is this wrong? And then I feel like weird that I'm on their OnlyFans.
Yeah, I think that was kind of like the point I was making is that I feel weird after I know somebody.
So then you just got to like stranger creep on people?
Yeah.
I'd rather do it with people I know.
Yeah, I think we're different there.
They've already started going through submissions on the show, framing it like a new business vertical. The first candidate, Bert, tried to compliment by saying she doesn't look like someone they found at a gas station. So that's the standard now. Then they got excited about another applicant who posted a photo doing things with a bottle that don't belong in a product demo. Bert immediately loses it, vows to find the video, and turns it into a scavenger hunt. If you're his wife listening to this at home, congratulations. Your husband just announced his dream client on air. But even that prospect already has a sizable following, which made Bert second guess whether she's too seasoned for their little operation. He keeps saying he'd rather develop new talent, which tracks because the original plan was to recruit someone not even in the industry yet, literally talk them into launching an account. Tom pushed back a bit on that, saying, maybe don't start by pitching employees or civilians, but the vibe hasn't changed. They're shopping for someone to manage and take a cut. And yes, they're accepting submissions from guys too. Bert perked up when a male applicant sent photos because apparently the casting call is now all of the above.
I have an existing OnlyFans that didn't make it due to lack of following. Wanted to keep my identity hidden at the time. I would love the opportunity to work with you guys. I'd be open to revamping my current OF or starting fresh. I do have some experience with modeling in my early 20s. I love your idea of doing something different rather than just filling all my holes. Laughing my ass off.
She's got fantasy quality, right?
Mhm. Yep.
She looks like nubile, right? Is that the right word?
I don't know.
Like she doesn't look like we found her at a gas station.
No.
Yeah, she looks like she
cute,
reads.
she's thin,
She probably likes
she's
Lord of the Rings. Like I think a lot of our fans are going to be like, oh yeah, I could get into a chick like this.
Yeah, she seems really, really pretty. Seems cool.
She's got some
It's a
ink.
great option.
The whole thing just feels grim. Bert's comedy career is clearly past the novelty phase. Podcast numbers aren't what they were, and the touring draw isn't infinite. There are only so many times people will pay to watch the shirt come off. So now the new bit is literally paying women to take their shirts off and calling it content. It's the oldest play on the internet, dressed up as entrepreneurship. And because Bert has zero filter left, this is only going to get louder and more chaotic, which is exactly why Tom might want to stop treating him like a one-man talent agency.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Let's see who else.
Okay.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Wow. Way to bring it. Way to fucking bring it.
Some of them just get it, dude.
God, some of them just fucking get it. Yes.
So
yes.
if you're listening right now
Yes.
or watching, because we're probably not showing you this, this is a woman who is posing. You're seeing her from behind. One leg is up, and then she has a full bottle of Porosos in her no-no hole.
Okay.
Oh, she's
Cool.
all tatted like you like.
Yeah.
I'm Delilah. I'm a small-town Wisconsin MILF who's been spreading my wet flap on the internet for 5 years now. I'm most known for taking large, in all capital letters, fantasy dildos, and of course, my Porosos video. Oh, there's a video?
Hey, guys.
She made a video?
Is there a video?
Maybe she posted one somewhere. Yeah. That would be, yeah, a thing, I guess. So, but I think this woman actually, I mean, she has a website like this. She's the real deal.
She is the real deal. I'd love to see this video, but she is the real deal.
I'm sure the video, maybe on Twitter, X. Oh, Fansly, Pour Osos Bottle and Pee. It's one of her go-to videos.
Oh, let's click that.
Meanwhile, the audience isn't blind. Fans can hear the desperation in the pitch, and a lot of them clearly find the whole thing sad and a little gross. This isn't edgy. It's midlife crisis management packaged as a podcast segment. And every time Bert tries to justify it as research for jokes, it lands even weirder. No one believes 3D headset porn and bottle videos are the path to killer material. As for the content house, yes, Bert actually calls it that. The label alone tells you how far this has drifted. Teen TikTok collectives use that phrase. A middle-aged comic using it to describe his home screams Arrested Development. It's like your dad telling you he's moving into a hype house and needs you to sign a release to eat cereal. The secondhand embarrassment is doing laps.
Be bringing a fucking pro onto the team when I think it's easier to break like a new talent.
Right. Someone you can manipulate more.
Not manipulate, but just help grow.
You know,
just help grow.
Yeah, help grow. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, this is someone that we would be like, she does guy and girl content. You'd be like, yo, we're going to do a fan contest, and the fan gets to have sex with her.
So yeah, this is where they've landed, sorting through submissions on air, flirting with recruiting amateurs, hyping up explicit clips like they're discovering electricity and pretending it's all part of the comedy grind. Maybe it explodes, maybe it crawls along. Either way, it's rough to watch. Tell me what you think. Is this an actual plan or just the latest bad bit that went too far?